How's it going, YouTube? Balls and Cock here with Quantum's Web Autobot Alliance, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys a little more about leveling characters during events. I already went over leveling with the combiner, so you can get the most amount of experience points for your bot. And it's basically the cheapest way to do it as far as coining, because you're only coining one bot. So if you're paying to play, that's the cheapest way to do it. The only downside is War 13 is not something that comes quickly. So you either have to save up for the weekend event, which would give you 150 total. You have 100 in your storage and 50 in your harvester. Sometimes they have bundles that have them, which you guys saw in my previous video. I had Ore 13 in my inventory that I was pulling out. But if you just, fill up your harvester and storage for a specific event instead of using your combiner during the week, then you'll have 150 Ore 13, which gives you 6 attacks plus whatever you accumulate over the weekend. So it's a 3-day event, so that's an extra 3 attacks. So you're looking pretty good if you spread out 3 attacks per day. You would be racking up quite a bit of XP for bots. So what I'm doing right now is I'm leveling up a couple of my A team members, Spot and Skyburst. So I'm using a 2-man team here, and I am coining them. So this is the second quickest way to level up your bots, is by using a 2-man team in a lower zone, or a 3-man team in a lower zone. For instance, a 2-man team in zone 8 gets the same amount of XP per bot that a 3-man team in zone 9 gets, and so on and so forth. Same thing in zone 9 and zone 10. What I'm doing is running this 2-man team in zone 9, since they are A team members. Now, when you do this, and if I run these 2 bots in zone 8, I'll be gaining about 5,000 experience points on average. Here you see I'm getting 8,000, but it usually averages right around 7,500 XP, because it goes more or less. I don't win every single time, but if I played, let's say I got 7,000 XP on average in this zone,
Deploy!
and 5,000 XP in the lower zone. Every 4 raids, if I'm successful 100% of the time in the lower zone, it's like 20,000 XP. Whereas in this zone, I can lose 1 out of every 4 and gain 1,000 XP. So I'll still be gaining more XP in here, even if I lose 1 out of every 4 attacks. So it's definitely worthwhile. This particular combo is pretty good. I love using Spot and Skyburst together. Spot can collect a ton of damage back after defenses. Skyburst is just a beast, so shotgun blast at both sides.
Abilities ready!
Like Spot Skyburst shotgun.
We must not give
So
up!
there was my 1 defeat. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to coin it, do the same thing. Now, if you want to conserve some coins, but you're still willing to spend some, what you can do is use one bot that is on its way to level 50. So one of your higher level bots, or even 50 and above, and a bot that is sub 40. So if you're trying to level up a bot to get it up to level 40, you can do the same thing by using these 2-man teams, but it's going to cost less in coins for the cooldown for the bot that is under 40. So you're going to save some coins by going that route. and you're still leveling up 2 bots, but you'll most likely have to do a lower zone at that point. Zone 8 will probably be a better choice. Unless, of course, you're using Strafe as your power leveling bot. If you have a Strafe that is
Deploy.
upper 40s or
Abilities ready.
especially in the 50s,
Deploy.
he can pretty much solo zone 9 and sometimes zone 10 level 5 on one of those zones. Double works fast. So one technique I use here is if I see these mortar shots up in the air, I'll prepare hot spots like shield. So as soon as I see a mortar shot, I'll set off the shield just before the mortar hits so it can still does damage. Some structure.
Abilities ready. Abilities ready.
So this is the second best way to gain XP if you're willing to spend a little bit of coin. You're going to spend a little more coin than you would on soloing a bot with a combiner, only because of the fact, like I said, you're only coining one bot as opposed to 2 bots. But you will get a lot of XP doing this, and you are giving that XP to 2 different bots and leveling 2 guys up at the same time, which is pretty useful. Now, if you are a free-to-play player, you can use the same technique with 2 bots in a lower zone, but just use different bots. You're not going to coin the same bots over and over again, and you're still going to get a maximum amount of XP for your players. So you're still going to level your bots up faster doing it.
Deploy.
Not quite as fast as coining them specifically, but you're spreading the XP out amongst several bots instead of just 2 bots. So instead of leveling up 2 bots really fast, you're leveling up most of the bots, probably most of your 4 stars, 3 stars. So you see, a lot of this is really based on timing. You want to maximize damage against these things, so when I see the mortar go up, it's right there. I just kind of take my time and let it get close to hot spots. So it's about there. Reflects the mortar damage back at it.
Abilities ready. Abilities ready.
Alright. Anyway, not coining your bots, you're going to spread the XP amongst several different bots, but it's all about finding good combinations of bots to use. Typically you'll use one tank and either a gunner or a flyer or maybe a special bot, unless the special bot is going to be your tank, like a huffer or something like that. The huffer makes a decent tank just to absorb damage if you have somebody like Jazz following you. But yeah, I mean that's basically it as far as going into lower zones with just a couple of bots. That'll maximize your XP output per bot, plus it can save you some coin in the long run instead of pointing an entire team or something to spam like zone 12 for instance. Now if you do that, if you take your biggest teams
Deploy.
and
Abilities
decide
ready.
to coin them in order to score a lot of points for your team, that is the best way to score these events. Since zone 12 gives you the most amount of points per raid, that would be your best option to score a ton of points. So what you can do is, in my case, I have 5 teams that I run in zone 12. So I will start with my first, and I'll go through all of them, second, third, fourth, fifth. By the time I get to the 5th, I come back around and I coin my first one.
Abilities ready.
Go back and do it again. The thing is, as I'm going through my teams, instead of just coining one team like I said,
Abilities ready.
over again, I kind of blew it because I was talking about loss. So, anyways, instead of coining one team over and over again, which is really costly, if you have multiple teams, like I would recommend having at least 5 to 6 teams in zones 10 and above if you're going to score a lot of points. And that way, by the time you finish with your 5th or 6th team, it gives your first team a little bit of time to let the cooldowns work naturally, and it's going to be cheaper. So instead of paying, like right now it costs like 200 coins or whatever to coin my A team, but by the time I go through my top 5 teams and then go back to the A team, it's 130 coins. So I'm saving 70 coins per cooldown, basically, per round or cycle. Or another thing I'll do is I'll go through my top 5 teams, and that's what I've been doing this weekend. I'll go through my top 5 teams to score a bunch of points, and then I'll in my 6th raid I'll drop it down to a 2-man team like I'm doing here with Spot and Skyburst, and I'll run my 2-man team until the cooldowns for my A team are completed, with the exception of the 2 men that I'm, well, male and female bot that I'm running right now. I have to cool those 2 down, but my highest level bot is strafe, and it takes about 40 minutes or so to cool down.
Deploy.
So it takes a good 15 minutes to run through my top 5 teams, and then I'm still looking at a 30-minute cooldown phase. So I'll play with this 2 teams for about 30 minutes, and I'll go back to the 18 top 5. So yeah, that's about it as far as leveling bots. That's how you can maximize your XP earnings, and also share with you guys how I maximize my event point as well. So hopefully, I know most of you probably already use a lot of these tips and tricks. There's still some new players out there that are joining every day, so hopefully they can learn a thing or two and help out their alliances and best they can in these events. This has been a very, very competitive one. We are still pushing for that top 80 spot. We are, at least before I started this video, right at 80. But we're on the climb up there. Players are starting to we're on some points. I still feel like we'll hit top 80. Falling out of the top 80 and leaderboard together. This would be a first few, but right now everybody seems to be amped up and ready for the day's push.
Well done.
For the final stretch, and we're doing a good job of it. Let me check out that leaderboard event real quick, see what the ranking is. And it takes forever to load. There we go. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're at 77 right now. Which, you know, that's at a point where it's too close for comfort. But we are on the upswing, so yesterday we were in about the same position, and by the time the night ended, we were in somewhere in the mid to upper 50s. Which I'm assuming, you know, it doesn't look too far away. It's less than 10,000 to get the 55. It's about 10,000. So yeah, it's not too bad, not too far away. Like I said, most of our folks are just starting the big push today. As you can see, we got some big numbers going up in here. You guys are doing a great job. Proud of everybody and the job they've done this weekend. This has definitely been the most competitive leaderboard event since they started them. So everybody's doing an amazing job. Looks like everybody's going to hit their numbers. We kind of set a low minimum for this event. I was hearing that 13,000 would be right about the mark to get you on the top 80. And we went ahead and set our minimum at 11,000. Looks like everybody's going to hit that, and looks like most people are going well above it. So we should be in pretty decent shape. No promises at this point. It's an interesting one, definitely competitive, but I'm enjoying it. And as far as these top 6 alliances, still very, very tight race up there. That's been an interesting thing to watch over the weekend as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. All right, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe I helped teach you guys a couple of new tricks. If not, then hopefully you're entertained by the video, and go ahead and shoot me a like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will catch you guys toward the end of the event. I do have crystals to open, so I will be popping some crystals at the end of the event. All right, have a good one, guys. See ya.